Hello, you guys. How are you doing? Listen, pull up a seat, make yourself comfortable. I definitely want to talk to you. I definitely thank you for being here with me. I want to talk about some things that don't have all the answers. All the answers are not there. And we, the people, are a bit nosy, nebby, inquisitive. Whichever one of those words that you actually want to use. But the whole thing is, we're watching, you're doing it in the public, and we just want you to spill your guts.
Let me up in this gig.
Hi, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Spill Your Guts. I am SpillitBoyTV. As I said, we are an inquisitive group of folks. We are nosy, we are nebby, we are spending our time minding your business. That's what we're doing. Now, some stories, like I said, there's just pieces that are missing, and we want you to spill your guts. That's all there's to it. It's not personal. It's not malicious. It's not mean. It's not hateful. It's funny at times. Oh, baby. It gets funny at times. But we just want you to spill your guts. You're starting it. You're doing it out here in the public. You're a celebrity, for God's sake. You're a celebrity. And we want to see. We want to see everything that you want to show us, and we want to see everything that you ain't showing us. That's all there's to it. That's what this show is all about. Welcome to Spill Your Guts. Listen, I'm excited to do this. I have some stories, some of the information I do have, but the main story today, there's information really missing on, and I'm wondering why. Why is there so much information missing? Why are we shutting up all of a sudden? And I'm talking about Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. Why are we shutting up all of a sudden? Huh? Why are we shutting up all of a sudden? We always spoke out before. I got some ideas, so I'm going to throw them right on out here by you all. Let's get on into this. Welcome to Spill Your Guts. How you guys? Before we get to Jeannie and Jeezy, I got a couple other things that I've actually seen as I was running through the streets. I'm going to start off with this because this is sad news, okay? This is sad. I love the group 702. Always loved 702. Very, very beautiful young ladies, three beautiful young ladies, extremely talented. I've been following them for years, loving their music. Well, I believe she's actually the youngest member of the group. Her name is Irish, beautiful. She actually has transitioned. She passed away. All the information now for that situation, I don't really care much about the details. They haven't released the details. I was following her in a reality show. She had resurfaced on a reality show on BET. I might have been, I'm thinking so much time has gone by. It might be 2 years at this point that the time had actually gone on by. It was a whole show about girl groups and trying to create this major girl group. But her health was not the best. I knew they talked about that she had some health struggles. So on that, I don't really care much about what the details are. Just know that we will, we're mourning it. We were fans. We were fans. We were fans of Irish. She's only 43 years old, and she is gone. She is gone. She has transitioned. She's gone home to be with the Lord. So all we can actually do is celebrate the life she had and mourn her not being here. And that's it. I don't really need to know much more about it. I was sad by it, but I always loved 702. Y'all know where my girls at from the front to back. Is she feeling that? Everybody loved them. You don't know what you do. Child, I loved them. I love them. I always love them. Always enjoyed them. Like I said, beautiful young ladies, brown, melanated ladies. Um, always did us proud. Always did us proud. So, like I said, bit of sad news. But moving on from there, here's another little piece of information. This actually made me very, very happy. Very happy. I ran into a little information and I hear that Miss Teyana Taylor was chosen by the legend, living legend herself, to actually play her in a biopic. And I never gave it any thought. You all who know me know that I'm always with the side by sides and coming up with, oh my goodness, this person reminds me of this person, especially when it comes to music. I love music. But I never thought about Dionne Warwick and Teyana Taylor. Teyana Taylor has a specific look, very exotic, very different looking, but never did I ever pair her with Dionne. She looks exactly like Dionne Warwick in her younger days. She looks exactly like her. I'm like, oh my gosh. Teyana is extremely talented, such as Dionne Warwick, and she's a great actress, and she's actually a great singer. I can see her doing this. I can see her doing this. And listen, if you've ever had any of my music talks, check out the SpillitBoyTV channel. You'll find me talking about music because that's what I do. I love it. But I love Dionne Warwick. Dionne Warwick is one of the best to ever do it. We always are screaming about Whitney Houston. It's the same family, baby. It's the exact same family. It didn't start with Whitney. It really didn't. Sissy was bad in her own space, and Dionne Warwick was something serious. You understand? She's still here with us. She's a living legend. Dionne Warwick is something serious. Trust me when I tell you. She's something serious. If you don't know her music, you are cheating yourself. Get in there, use that space bar up there on YouTube, and start searching, honey. Do you know the way to San Jose? Bum, 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 bum. Listen, it's Dionne, yes. And I'm really interested to see a biopic about Dionne. I'm kind of not, I don't be running toward those little biopics, but Dionne is massive. Dionne got two, but listen, diva. She got two. So I can imagine that Dionne's story will be very, very interesting. And I am all here for it. And I'm totally here for Teyana Taylor playing her in the movie. So I'll be looking forward to that. I ran across that in these streets. Also, now this is something. I told y'all some things would be funny. The shade room, the shade room is always just that. The shade room. So there's shade involved, and it is what it is. They do what they do. No apologies, okay? The shade room had a little sit down with Ciara, somebody else that I just love. Love Cece. And in the interview, the young lady from the shade room asked Ciara, how has co-parenting with Future been? And when I tell you these two heifers sat there and keyed at Future's expense, it was one of those situations where first it was very uncomfortable. When she asked the question, I said, oh. Oh. And that's what it deserved, a swig of cheap water. I said, girl, no, you didn't. Because, Future is shady too. Future has did a song where he shaded Russell, Ciara's husband. So, I mean, nobody's really being an adult about things. But it was one of those things. It went from being very uncomfortable to being one of those situations. You know how you're somewhere and someone's laughing, or you're watching a clip of something and people are laughing, and then you end up being caught up. That's how hard and how long they were laughing at Future. That was the answer to the question. Baby, they sat there and squalled Do you understand me? I said, well, that's one of them times where nothing needs to be said. It's just a gesture. Baby, ha 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 ha. I said, oh, write him down. I said, that was so shady. That was so shady. But here goes the shade room. Okay. One last thing before we get to the pièce de résistance. Honey, listen. This is a story that I was happy about because I've been sitting on it. I've been sitting on it. And I don't like sitting on my hands and I don't like biting my tongue because with this situation, it's touchy because I am of male persuasion. It doesn't matter that I'm gay or any of that. Yes, I am proudly LGBTQIA plus QBC, whatever. I'm all that. I'm all those things in the rainbow. I got spaces all on the rainbow. I take up a couple different spaces on the rainbow. But that doesn't give me the space to actually discuss what was at hand without being shady and without coming across in a nasty manner. I love fashion. Those of you who know me know that. Those of you who are just joining us, you'll learn that I am fashion, child of fashion, all of that. I like all that. I like pretty things. Okay? I like pretty things. I think we've covered that. But I would look at this woman and I couldn't even comment on her clothes and stuff because I'll talk about clothes and stuff, but I couldn't talk about her clothes because it would always lead me to a place where I didn't need to be. And the person that I'm actually talking about is Sherri Shepherd. I'm talking about Sherri Shepherd. Sherri Shepherd just launched her season 2 premiere was earlier today. She launched her season 2 and she came forth and let the people know she has had a breast reduction. Do you see her? She looks amazing. Amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. It has always been a situation with me when it comes to Sherri Shepherd. I could not speak about Sherri Shepherd because I couldn't even get into the clothes. She would have some nice pieces on the show, but her build was so off. She was so top heavy. She was so top heavy that it made everything awkward. She did all of this work and getting her weight down, and all it did was make her chest look even bigger. And it just would be, she just looked uncomfortable to me. And then I said, oh my gosh, I was so glad that I never actually spoke about it before now. And there's some people that will probably be mad at me right now, but that's okay. That's okay because she has taken care of it. And she said some things that, like I said, made me glad that I never actually said what my feelings were because I liked Sherri Shepherd and I didn't want to come across as a mean girl or a mean boy. It just was odd. I would have never wanted to have to fit Sherri into anything. I would love to dress her now, but here's the thing. She got her reduction back in July. She's been sitting on the secret since July. And she announced it on the show today. Okay. She was a 42 double D is what she said. And health problems is why she actually did it. She was starting to get, the pain in the shoulder from the bra straps digging, and then the weight of the boobs were, starting to hurt her back, and she was finding herself in a hunch, and that whole, the whole health thing that goes with it. And then as she was moving along in age, those things were becoming a problem. She says she feels great right now. Here's why I say I'm glad I never actually talked about it before. And as you can see there on the screen, she looks amazing. She looks amazing. That is great. She looks amazing. It didn't look good for me before. She would have nice pieces, and just her chest was just screwing up the whole outfit. The outfit just didn't look good to me. But that's why I wouldn't report on it. So I want to be mean. Sherri said, "Oh, I thought that I was sexy. I thought my boobs were sexy. Those were my girls." She was literally happy with her chest the way it was. And that's why I was glad that I never reported on it, because I didn't want it to seem like I was attacking her, especially when she didn't have any issues with them. Well, now they're gone. So I don't feel so bad saying it. It just didn't look good. It didn't look good to me. I didn't see them as an asset. I thought they got in the way of what she had going on and all the work that she did, because she was a heavier woman and she did a lot of work to get down to where she is, and then have the boobs covering up all the work that you did. That's my opinion. No shade, truly. But I think she looks amazing. I think she looks amazing at this point. Anyway, but again, she wasn't going through what a lot of people go through. She was feeling fine. She thought she was looking good with them boobs. Anyway, she was given very much. I mean, it was. So here we go with the shade. Wendy Williams. She took Wendy Williams' spot. Okay. And the truth of the matter is, I don't want to be mean, but Wendy Williams was built like a letter P, and so was Sherri. When Sherri come on, it was like Wendy was there, because they both was built the same. Nothing on the bottom and all these boobs. Listen, the shade has been thrown. Okay, I didn't want to be mean, so I'm going to move on. Here's the thing that really freaked me out, though. When Sherri told us as an audience, you know, her health insurance would pay for it. Excuse me? Her health insurance would not pay for it. As I've just sat here and told you, it definitely was not cosmetic, because she had no issue with her breasts. So it wasn't a cosmetic thing at all. It was a need. It was literally a health thing. She said she presented all of the information to the doctors, to the insurance company. The insurance company turned that down. Somebody in power needs to get into that. That doesn't make any sense. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And I don't care how much money Sherri Shepherd has, may have, or makes per day. It doesn't matter. That is not fair. That is not fair. Everyone knows that after a while, large breasts like that cause some type of medical problems with women. They get pains in their back. Just like she was having all of those things. She had the pain. She was, it was starting to hunch her over, all of that. The bra straps were starting to dig in her shoulders and make more. So I was real bothered with that. So anyway, let's not go there and live there. I didn't like it. I spoke out on it. It is what it is. I just spilled my guts. Okay, so that's that. Moving right along. Here is the main story that I actually brought you all here for. Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. Well, they got married in 2021. Okay. They are getting divorced. They're getting divorced. And it's listed under irreconcilable differences. And it was filed by Jeezy. We need them to spill their guts. Why? Why? What is going on, and why are we not talking now? And then some things are actually coming up that came up before, when, you know, they first got together. We was kind of side-eyeing it and looking like, what? What do you mean, Jeannie Mai? Because Jeannie Mai had a whole little issue where Tamar had to get her all the way. Tamar got her right together on the real. She made a comment back then. You know how long ago that's been, when Tay-Tay was on the real. They were all there. Tamar, Lonnie, Tamara, they were all there. Tamara just gave her drink when Jenny made her comment. Tamar said, whoa. And Lonnie was like, hold up. Adrian's like looking around. Jeannie Mai said, I like my dark meat on the side, and I like my white meat because it keeps me lean and mean. So when it comes to men, she likes black men, but she will partner herself with a white man. There's so much wrong with that statement. And Tamar got her together. Like, girl, what are you saying? What are you saying? So you're saying you basically, because Tamar just broke it on down. You know how Tamar is. So you're saying that you like a white man, but you really would prefer a black man, but you ain't taking him home. You want him on the side. That's exactly what she said. People didn't like it then, and it ain't very likable now. And now we getting a divorce, and the black man done filed a divorce. Talk about irreconcilable differences. Now we heard about her having anger issues. I heard about that. But Jeannie Mai is Jeannie Mai. It's a little Asian woman. And Jeezy is a whole black man. Black man. So surely her anger issues ain't bothering him. Okay, all like that. Or is it? Or is it? Or is it a bigger issue, which is what I'm thinking? It's a bigger issue where this is kind of really, it's unfair on all sides, but kind of stressing fetishizing. Fetishizing. And I never thought that I would actually be sitting down here talking to you all about fetishizing with you all. And when I say you all, I'm talking about my heterosexual counterparts. Trust me when I tell you, fetishizing in the LGBTQIA, big issue. Big issue has always been. Okay. I am 51 years old. I've been in this life for quite a while. I've seen a lot of bitches come and go. You understand? I've seen them come and I've seen them go. That fetishizing thing is big. We are fetishized a lot. A lot. Black men were fetishized by Asian men and white men alike. A lot. So it's a issue in the LGBTQIA situation. Trust me. And what I'm going to do, stay tuned, stay with me, because I'm going to bring some folks from the LGBTQIA, different portions. I'm going to bring them on for y'all. And we're going to sit down and we're going to have a panel and we're going to talk. So you could actually see the real picture about it. Listen, it's always been a thing. Always been a thing. And it doesn't matter what portion, the trans portion, in the trans world, the white men like black trans, honey. They do. They like black trans, honey. And they fetishize them. White men like black men. And it's not just a like, because some people just like what they like. No. Black men are truly fetishized a lot in the LGBTQIA. Someone will take you and make you a bed witch or a bed buck in a hot minute. And I know I'm going there. I'm going there. This is one of those spaces where I will go there. You'll be a bed witch or a bed buck, depends on what game you playing. And then Asian men, it's the same way where Asian women do that to black men with the whole heterosexual thing. That me love you long time. $1 make you holla. Yeah, all of that. It's the same on the gay side. It's the same. It's an issue. Now, to be fair, Asian women are fetishized a lot too. Because, ping pong balls, golf balls, Need I say more? Need I say more? Me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Me love you long time. They're fetishized as well. But Jeannie Mai flat out told you, baby, I like me a piece of old nasty piece of black. Ting tong, honey. I just ain't taking it home. Now she had a change of heart. She took it home and she had a baby. She took it home and she had a baby. Now, I'd seen some footage in my travels where Jenny, she talked about, bringing that out to Jeezy and talking to him about it, about that conversation, because that conversation happened before they got together. Because, of course, she knew it was going to come out. Of course, as soon as somebody seen her slinging on his arm, you knew that was going to come up, because the internet is all non-forgiving. Honey, there's things that I've said, child, if anybody ever pay any attention and tell me they want me to come on and do the news, because I act a fool. But I got good sense. Just like I could come on here and clean up and carry on and cuss you out. I could do the news report if I needed to. Got a good sense. But trust and believe. Somebody pick me up to do something, honey, they coming. They coming. Oh, look what he said here. And yet, I said it. I said it all. And before I take anything away from it, I'll say some more. But the internet doesn't forgive. So this is what we know of Jeannie Mai. So I'm wondering what actually happened. See, still wears out. So one thing about me, I'll roll with you. But never let there be a time where I feel as though you're using me. Because at the moment that I feel like you're using me, I could be your worst nightmare. And sometimes the heart wants what it wants. The loins want what they want. Even though down deep, it's not the best thing for you. So this is what I'm kind of, this is just me now. This is just me talking. This is what I'm kind of, it's like, is this what's going on, Jeezy? Were you caught up? Were you caught up in a one-night love affair that just went on since 2021? And then 2 years later, you done messed around and shot up the club, so to speak, and then made a baby and all of this. And then one day you woke up and the light was bright in the room and you felt as though you were being fetishized. That ain't no good feeling. It really ain't. It's not. A lot of times people are fetishized. Sometimes they turn tricks and things like that, so they use it to their favor. That happens a lot in that world. The world of sex work. This is a selling tool, but it don't feel good. Can anybody make me believe that being fetishized feels good to them? It's a benefit to you when you're selling ass. Oh, yeah, I said it. It's a benefit to you when you're selling ass. But just day-to-day life, no, it don't feel good. That ain't nice. It's not cute. But it is very odd to see it. The whole Jeannie Mai, Jeezy thing, it was always weird to see it to me. We already know what her feelings are. And maybe her feelings changed. And then the divorce was leaked. News of the divorce was leaked. We don't know who leaked it. Why the secrecy? What's really going on? There's so many. This is just interesting. It's interesting. And she always says with that conversation that her words were taken out of context. Girl, no, they wasn't. You said what you said. You just wasn't woman enough to stand in it. You said what you said, girl. You like a little black pain, honey, but you didn't really want to take it home. You ain't the first. You ain't the first that I heard of. You ain't the first I heard of, honey. It just kind of is what it is. It kind of is what it is. It goes with the territory. We understand it as a people, all of us, LGBTQIA, heterosexual, bisexual, whatever. When you're black, you understand it. You understand it. You understand that in some circles, you are told that you're not wanted or that you don't belong, yet someone came and got you and brought you here. And most of the time, the people that came and got you want to be like you, yet are telling you that you're not good enough or that you shouldn't be here. Black is just black. It don't crack and it ain't never whack. Okay. So on that, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to leave one up out of here right now. I'm going to leave one up out of here. But that's what I had to say about that situation. Like I said, there's a lot of questions that are not being answered. That's my take. I believe the whole fetish situation may have actually come to a head, and her little anger situations. Some things probably didn't came up out of Jenny's mouth that wasn't too cool. Wasn't too cool. And you know, if you want to get some shit started, add a baby to the mix. Because I might take some stuff, but I ain't never going to let you put my baby in no position where you saying something that's, see, I can handle it, but a baby, I got to handle it for him. So I'm wondering what I don't know, but I'm just ready to bet money that it got something to do with the color difference and the just the fetishization of it, the whole thing. It just, for some reason, that is sticking in my spirit that has a lot to do with what's going on. And listen, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But this ain't the last we're gonna talk of this. But this is what I got. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go. Thank you all for hanging out. This has been Spill Your Guts. I am SpillitBoy TV. Listen, come back and see me again. I'll be over here talking trash. Sure will. Absolutely. Y'all have a good one. Later.